So Undead Chronic did a response video to this one from Chen. Now, Chen, you might not know her name. She used to be called Roaming Millennial. And she's got herself, a good paying gig over at the Blaze TV. And she's doing a video now about dating. Don't waste your time. However, it's not exactly what you might think.
Women, here's a revolutionary idea.
Okay.
Date with a purpose.
Well, there's always a purpose, Lauren. Free meals, concert tickets, status, whatever. I'm bored. There's always a reason. I mean, I get your point. Date with the idea that you're going to form a relationship. At least I think so.
What purpose? Getting married.
Oh, God. I wonder why women want to get married. You suppose it benefits them in some way more so than it does men? I know.
Whoa, am I moving too fast for you? Making you uncomfortable?
Not really, no.
Dating, you say, is just, dating.
What exactly is dating in your definition, Lauren?
Hookups, casual flings, having fun.
And you're supposed to be a conservative woman. Ah, okay.
Yeah? Who said so? Don't get me wrong, I'm all for fun, but...
So you're all for casual sex, hookups, etc., since that's the way you define fun.
I'm interested in something deeper here.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that right there. So, I guess the conservative part of you is, I'm going to do all this stuff, but since I voted for Trump, you can't say anything about it, I guess.
Like happiness.
Well, happiness is a very subjective thing, isn't it, Lauren?
I'm certainly not saying that marriage should be the first topic of conversation. At least wait until the pizza is served.
And wait till you're 33, 34. Then marriage will be the first topic of conversation. And you wonder why men run the F away.
Just kidding. But I am saying that you need to ask yourself this question.
Yes, what is the question I should ask myself? And keep in mind, guys, this is, of course, talking to women, not men, you see, because none of this makes any sense.
Why do you want to go on a date with someone?
Well, I guess if you're a guy, you'd maybe want to develop some kind of relationship, maybe have sex, you just want to go do something with someone. I don't know. What about a woman? What does she want?
Physical attraction?
Do you think?
That's important.
Yeah, yes it is. You should know you're rather attractive.
Common interest in something.
Sure. Sure.
Also important. But what else? Let's face it, most of the time we, and by we here I'm referring to women.
Of course you are.
Have no idea.
Yeah, a lot of women don't future real well until the wall approacheth. Then it's like, shit, I'm running out of time. I've got baby rabies. Where have all the good men gone?
We have no plan. That's okay as far as it goes, but as far as it goes is not very far and frankly not very smart.
Women don't have to have a plan because there's always someone or something to bail them out, Lauren. Men do not have that.
But let's play out the scenario.
Let's talk about why men should get married.
We too often assume that relationships have levels of commitment, progressing, if they progress at all, like video games. A hookup is level 1.
Yeah, it's good you mentioned progress at all because most women, a lot of women, some women, a big chunk of women do not progress past level 1 until they're about 34. Yeah.
Dating is level 2, level 3 living together, and then, after we've had those, maybe we're ready for marriage.
The men that you really desire, that you want to have fun with, they don't date. Dating in the sense, you want to, go out to dinner, and then maybe we could go to a concert, and then, maybe I can smell your pootie later. No. The men that you desire, if there is a date involved, it's going to be more, I'm going to this, Grammy party at Kanye's house. Yeah, if you want to tag along, Men of status, men of power, men with money, men with good looks. Do not go on dates hookups.
But in fact, relationships usually don't progress that way.
Like I said, most times women are stuck at level 1. Hook up as much as you can, and damn it, when that man refuses me because I've got 300 bodies under my belt, well, he's obviously a misogynist, and he should accept me for being me.
Hookups arise out of whim, impulse, or simple attraction.
Well, what a surprise. Who'd have thought about that?
Dating is often based on compatibility or convenience, and sometimes on the hope that something serious might develop.
Convenience meaning I don't have to have any food in my refrigerator, if you're a woman. Now, if I were a chick, I'd be on dates for food 4 or 5 nights a week. And then Saturday night, I'd let Chad and Tyrone come over and blow my back out. but what do I know?
Living together may be based on real love and a tryout for marriage, but it can also be based on less serious considerations like lack of other opportunities, desire for a roommate, or the inability to afford a single apartment.
I don't know anyone who desires a roommate. I know I'm the older generation. I hated having roommates. I fucking hate it. Okay, so you obviously must be talking from a female point of view, so you could cuddle with each other at night.
But marriage is a different enterprise entirely.
No shit, Sherlock. Wow, you are a pseudo-intellectual. That's fantastic.
Those looking for a good marriage are looking for someone who wants to build a shared life.
I can think of only one reason why a man would get married today, Lauren. And I'm being honest with you, and that is if he wants to have children. And even that can be overcome with enough money. So there's really no possible reason why. But go on, tell us why we should.
They're looking for someone who shares their values and beliefs, moral, political, and, where applicable, religious.
Oh, okay, moral beliefs. Well, my moral belief is that, you shouldn't screw 300 guys before you decide to settle down. I guess I won't find too many women that agree with that, huh, Lauren?
They view each other not only as a partner, but as something even more profound.
Yes, a walking ATM machine. Sign me up.
Husband and wife.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
The problem with so many dating relationships is that people enter them with completely different understandings of what the ideal outcome should be.
Yeah. You see, the average guy goes on a date, he's thinking maybe a relationship, maybe I can have sex with her, maybe we can keep a boyfriend and girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. And when the alpha guy comes in, it is she who's thinking that, and she is the one who says, no, I'm out, baby.
He wants X and she wants Y. And it's easy to get distracted and fooled by superficial compatibility.
You mean like if he's 5'11", when you really have to have a guy who's 5'11" and 1/4 of an inch? Rejected out of hand. Isn't that about right?
They're thrilled. They both like kombucha, kayaking, and karaoke on the weekends.
Nice alliteration, Lauren. I bet those humanities degrees paid off.
That's all great, but when do you get down to the stuff that really matters over the long run?
Well, yeah. When is it?
Stuff like marriage, family, faith, and values.
No. Marriage is a one-sided agreement favoring women. Men get screwed. No, thank you.
I say the sooner the better.
I'm sure you do. Oddly, though, it seems a large majority of women your age aren't doing it sooner, are they? They're doing it as late as possible.
If a relationship looks like it has a future, talk about it early on.
And if you're the average guy, you scare her away. And if you're alpha guy, your heart gets broken as the woman because you know you're not special.
And if it doesn't look like it has a future, what are you doing in it?
There are lots of different reasons why a woman might be part of a harem. I'm saying.
I have no doubt the reason so many women get stuck in dead-end relationships is that it has become taboo, or to be precise, not politically correct, for a woman to articulate what she really wants.
She doesn't know what she wants. And number two, if she's stuck in a dead-end relationship, Lauren, that's her decision. Can you give women any credit for having some agency in their lives? No, okay.
Which takes me back to marriage and why women crave it.
Because there are some reasons you're going to explain, and I almost agree.
Here are 3 reasons: protection, commitment, love.
I don't see children, I don't see family, I don't see any of that. Protection, let me translate into women speak for you. Protection, he has money. Commitment, he will stick with me no matter what I might do. And love, he loves me, but he's useful to her. Women do not process love in the same way men do.
Nothing wrong with wanting those things. It is something women have wanted and great societies have valued for thousands of years.
You know what else those great societies, along with the valuing of marriage, had then, Lauren? Their women weren't out fucking 300 dudes before they're 25. That was taboo. That was verboten. They were shamed and ostracized for doing those things. What shame does a woman who does that in 2020 encounter? If someone shames her for doing that, as a matter of fact, there will be a gaggle of whinging harpies yelling at the man or the woman who shames her for that behavior. Because it's her body, it's her right. But men are saying to themselves, wait a minute, it's also my body and my choice, and no. See how that's different?
It is something men still want too.
At least the ones that aren't woke to as what marriage is actually all about. You're right.
Little wonder, study after study shows that those in good marriages are happier, healthier, even wealthier than those who are not.
I'm sure you will cite the studies below, won't you?
Like anything you want, you have to work toward it.
Except if you're a pretty woman. Then people just throw shit at you. Hey, baby, what's what?
And anything that isn't moving you toward your goal is a waste of time.
Okay, marriage is not moving me towards my goal. So, waste of time then? No, that's not what you mean?
What's the difference between living with someone and marriage?
It's called the legal system. It's called the force of the federal and state government, aligned against men, 90% of the time when it comes to divorce, child custody, alimony, etc.
It's the difference between referring to the man in your life as my boyfriend, significant other, or partner, and referring to him as my husband.
Wow, that's Lauren, you've convinced me. I want to call her my wife and not my girlfriend, so I better get married.
And him referring to you as my wife as compared with my girlfriend.
Yeah, you see the difference is, though, when we get sick of each other, we can just move out and part ways, and there's no federal government crawling up your asshole. That's a bit more of a significant consideration, I think.
Ask anyone who has taken the plunge and they'll tell you. Living together and marriage have little in common.
Yeah, like I said, the legal system, for one.
It's sort of like the difference between living in a country and being a citizen of that country.
Okay.
The latter, with its commitments, obligations, and expectations.
Only for men, though. Legally only for men, Lauren. Why do you think men are not wanting to do this so much anymore? Is it the 50% divorce rate? Is that maybe?
Means a lot more. To someone who tells you that a marriage license is trivial, just a piece of paper, here's a good response. If it's just a piece of paper, why are you so reluctant to sign it?
Ladies, if the draft selective service, if it's just a piece of paper, why are you so reluctant to sign it? Because you know, and everyone knows, a marriage license is a legal contract that greatly benefits females, Lauren. This is not rocket science.
The answer, of course, is that no one believes that it's trivial.
It's not. And it favors women.
Everyone knows it's the most important decision you'll ever make.
And so MGTOW men, other red pill men, the decision we're making is to not participate in marriage. So I'm sure, as a woke millennial, you'll respect our decision. Is that about right? I'll put the link below. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.